Make sure you're sitting tall on your sit bones, lengthening up through the torso, opening the chest at the front. We're going to lift our shoulders all the way up to our ears and then sliding our shoulder blades down our back. Neck is long, so just dropping the chin just a tiny bit, really lengthening through the back of the spine. So we're going to start by engaging our pelvic floor muscles, so the muscles that go from our pubic bone down round to our sacrum. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to squeeze those underneath muscles nice and tight. Release the muscles as you breathe in, and exhale, squeezing those muscles. We'll go one more time. Deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale. We're going to take a deep breath in the center, and then as you exhale, we're just tilting our head nice and gently to look up to the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking down at your mat, feeling that stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking up. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking down. On your next exhale, we're going to turn our head to look over to the right side. So we're beginning to coordinate our movement with our breathing. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And we twist. Inhale, center. And we're going to take hold of our shoulders and just do a few shoulder rolls, so really circling the elbows, waking up the shoulder joint, doing nice big circles, opening up the chest, really reaching the elbows to the back, to the front, up, making this movement as big as possible, and then reversing the direction, taking it forwards, still lengthening through the spine, through the back of the neck, and placing the arms down. We're going to open our arms up to the side and taking our side bend over to the right side, pressing your forearm into the floor, feeling that stretch, waking up the side of the body. Then we're going to press against the palm. The bottom arm is going to join the top arm, and using your core to bring you back to center, opening up nice and wide. Over to the other side. Really try and get that forearm on the floor, but just feeling the stretch. That's the point. Reaching with that top arm. We press that palm into the floor. Bottom arm joins, and then we come up to the center. We'll go one more time each side. Just making it a bit more fluid. One movement after the other, opening up wide. Feeling that stretch. Pressing against the palm, bottom arm joins, and then finding center. We're going to take a twist over to the right side, keeping our head nice and centered, and just pressing our fingertips down towards the floor. So really staying open in the chest, lifting up on the inhale, and then exhale as we twist to the other side, just tapping the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale, so we're beginning to mobilize the waist, still waking up the torso, and I really want you to reach through the arms, through the hands, and through the fingertips, so staying nice and lengthened. Inhale, exhale. Four more times, and tap. Really reaching up to the ceiling, lengthening up through your spine, and lift, and tap, and lift. And we're going to take our arms down, coming into a crouch position. So just heading towards the edge of your mat, pressing your palms into the floor, and we're just going to take our small rocks forwards and backwards. So we're really letting the neck and the head just hang over, sending all the weight into our palms, and then all the way into the back of our heels. Just a few more rocks, really releasing the torso over, folding at the hips. Then we're going to walk ourselves out halfway along our mat, pressing back into our downward dog position. So stretching out the spine here, really lengthening it. And we want to press the floor away, really spreading the palms into the floor, pressing the floor away, sending your sit bones up to the ceiling, lengthening the spine. And we're going to pad the feet here. So just working through the feet, waking the feet up, pressing one heel then the other into the floor, but still maintaining that length down the spine. Still sending those sit bones all the way up. Deep breath in, deep breath out, holding it here for a few more moments. And then we're going to come forward, placing our knees down on the floor, finding your 4-point kneeling position. So here we want to make sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders and that the knees are underneath the hips. Spine is lengthened and in neutral. So just make sure that you're not sinking in the torso, but that you keep the abdominals engaged. Keep that tailbone lengthened, keep that neck extended. We're going to tuck the toes underneath. We're going to take a deep breath in to prepare. Then exhale, just lifting the knees off the floor 1 inch. We're going to take a deep breath in to hold. Exhale to hold. Then inhale to gently lower. Exhale to gently lift 1 inch. Keeping that nice tabletop position, strong arms. And we lower, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lifting the knees 1 inch, keep that flat back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold, we do 2 more. Exhale, lifting the knees off, keep that neck extended. Inhale to hold. Engage the abdominals. Inhale, lower, 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lifting the knees. And we hold. And we hold. And this time, without putting your knees on the floor, we're going to step directly back into our plank position. Nice, strong position. Then we're going to send our waist back, our hips back into our downward dog position. Like we did yesterday, lifting our heels, rolling through the body, sending that weight forward, finding that length as we come into our plank position, holding it here, and then sending those sit bones all the way back to the ceiling. 3 more. We lift the heels, rolling through the spine. Head is the last thing to come into position, holding it for just a couple seconds, and then sending those hips back. 2 more. We lift the heels, then shooting the weight forward, finding that length in your plank, really engaging the abdominals. 1 last time, lifting the heels, rolling through the spine, coming to your strong plank position. Make sure everything is lengthened. We're gently going to lower ourselves down onto our forearms. Keep those abdominals engaged, and we hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, untuck the toes. Just sitting back into a quick child's pose, releasing out the back, reaching through your fingers, and taking a deep breath in and out, and in and out. Nice, rolling up through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. And we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to go in for our shoulder bridge position to start. So really planting your feet down on the floor, setting ourselves up. We have our feet in line with our knees, which are in line with our hip bones at the front. Pelvis starts in neutral, neck is long, and we have our palms flat on the floor. So we're going to inhale to prepare at the bottom. Then we're going to exhale tucking the pelvis, so pressing our lower back into the floor, and we're just going to lift our hips a couple inches off the mat, and then inhale to lower it back down to neutral. So we exhale to tilt, tuck the pelvis, and lift just a few inches. Exhale to release, doing this twice more. So we tuck, press against the feet, lift just a couple inches, and lower. And as you do this, remembering your pelvic floor muscles that we engaged at the start. And lower. So we're going to take a deep breath in to prepare. Then exhale, tucking the pelvis, pressing against the feet, but this time taking your hips all the way up in line so that there's a one long line between your knees, all the way down to your shoulders. We take a deep breath in at the top. Then exhale, starting with the top of the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, leading it all the way back down. Deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, pressing against the feet, hips come all the way up. Deep breath in at the top. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, leading the spine back down. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling the spine up. Inhale. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Pelvis is the very last thing to touch down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, engage that pelvic floor as you tuck the pelvis, leading it all the way up. This time, we're going to inhale and then the arms are going to float up and over the head. Exhale to return the arms all the way back to the floor. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, leading the spine all the way back down. Deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, rolling up. Find the hips nice and high. Inhale, arms float back. No tension in the shoulders, no tension in the arms. Exhale, arms find the floor again. Inhale to hold. Exhale to gently lower. We're going to do one more just like that. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, press against the feet to then get the hips up. We inhale as we float the arms back. Exhale to float the arms forwards. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, one vertebra at a time, leading the spine all the way back down. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, finding that full shoulder bridge position once again. From here, we're going to take the right leg, we're going to inhale, exhale, that right leg is going to find a tabletop position. Then we're going to inhale to gently lower. Exhale, left leg, and lower. So as we do this, keeping the pelvis nice and level. So as we lift one foot up, off, we don't want to let the hips rock from side to side, holding the right leg up. Then we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, leading the spine all the way back down to the mat, but keeping your leg in tabletop. Deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, leading the hips all the way back up, keeping the pelvis level. One more time, inhale. Exhale, spine rolls down, keeping that leg in tabletop, keeping the pelvis steady. Inhale. Exhale, tucking and lifting all the way up. We inhale, lowering that leg, and exhale to roll the spine all the way back down. Nice. Just bringing your knees in for a couple moments before we go again on the other side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Really make sure you're pressing against your feet, using your glutes and your thighs to help get your hips up. So finding your position once again, feet flat on the floor in line with the knees and the hip bones. Deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, press that lower back and then lifting the hips, vertebrae by vertebrae. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, left leg to tabletop. Inhale, lower. It's like you're walking. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, lower. Keeping those hips nice and high as you lift the leg. And lower. And we lift. Inhale, lower. Left leg lifts and we hold it there. We inhale. Exhale, leading that spine vertebrae by vertebrae all the way back down to the mat. Pelvis is the last thing to touch. Inhale. Exhale, tucking the pelvis. Make sure the hips are level. We don't want to rock. Inhale. Exhale, starting with the top, sending that spine all the way back down, keeping everything level. Deep breath in. Exhale, keeping that neat tabletop position. We lower the leg on the inhale. And then exhale, spine rolls all the way back down. Pelvis is the very last thing to touch. Bringing your knees in towards your chest. Nice, guys. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. And when you're ready, placing your feet back on the mat. We're going to do some abdominal combinations now. So as you do your abdominals, really making sure that you're pulling in your abdominals every time you curl up. So we want to keep the ribs down, connecting the bottom rib to that hip bone. So avoid this happening. We want to make sure that everything pulls in as we curl up. So we take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, chin to chest, peeling the spine off the floor and reaching those fingers nice and long to the opposite wall. We inhale to float the arms back. Exhale, floating the arms forward. Inhale to gently lower. 3 more. Exhale, peeling off, nice and high. Pull those abdominals in. Inhale, float the arms back. Exhale, float the arms forwards. Inhale, gently lower. 2 more. Exhale, peeling off. Nice and light through the fingertips. We don't want any tension in the arms. Inhale to gently lower. 1 more time. Exhale, peeling off. Get the torso as high as you can. Then float the arms. Don't pop the ribs out. Keep them down. Inhale forwards. Exhale forwards. Inhale down. We inhale, and as we inhale, right leg to tabletop. Keeping the pelvis level, left leg to tabletop. Inhale, right leg down. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, right leg to tabletop. Exhale, we're going to hold it there. From there, the right leg, we take it forwards and just tapping that toe down on the ground, keeping that right angle. Exhale to bring it back to tabletop. Inhale as that leg floats down, left leg. We tap. Exhale to bring it back to tabletop. So as you do this, you want to make sure you're keeping those abdominals pulled in, using your core to really control this movement. Inhale as you lower, tap. Exhale to bring it back in. We don't want to collapse at the knee. So really keeping that right angle of the leg. And then we just lower it down and then pull it back up. Inhale as we lower, tap the toe. Exhale to bring it back up. Inhale to lower, tap, coordinate with your breathing. 1 more time each side. Inhale, tap, exhale, inhale, tap, exhale. Nice. Bringing your hands straight towards the back of your head, we're going to go in for our sit-ups. So taking a deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, peeling the spine off the floor, pulling your abdominals in. We inhale to float the arms forwards. Exhale to float the arms back. Inhale to gently lower. Exhale, peeling off. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhale, bringing the arms back. Inhale to gently lower. So as we do this, we want to make sure that our legs stay nice and still. So we don't want the knees to float about. Really isolating in the upper body. Having that control. Just lifting and lowering the spine. We'll go 4 more, peeling off. Keep those arms nice and light. Keep the abdominals pulled in. 4, 3. Inhale as we reach. Exhale, floating back. Inhale, 2 more. Inhale, pull those abdominals in. Nice and steady, coordinating with your breathing. Last time. Peeling off, reaching forwards, reaching back, and lower it down. Release the right leg, release the left leg. Take your full body stretch. Really nice, guys. We're going to bring our right knee in towards our chest. Just stretching out the front of the left hip, letting that left leg extend along the mat. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Hugging that knee in nice and tight. And then when you're ready, swapping over. And if you just want to look at me, and I'll demonstrate the next exercise. So we're going to do one leg stretch. So we're going to use that knee up to just peel ourselves up off of the floor. We're going to lift that extended leg a couple inches. We're going to inhale to begin the change. Exhale to complete the change. So the hand's just lightly going to rest on the knee. We're going to go inhale, exhale, keeping the pelvis level. Inhale, exhale. So we're going to do 4 changes with the hands on the knee. Then we're going to do 4 with the hands behind the head. Then 4 with a torso twist. Now you can choose to do any of those options, all 12. I don't mind, you don't have to do the changes. But we want to make sure that we exhale, change, inhale to begin the change, so we're coordinating with our breathing. So when you're ready, just gently peeling your upper body off of the floor, pulling your abdominals in. We lift that extended leg a couple inches. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, 4, 2. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. Hands to head. Inhale, exhale, change. Nice and steady. 4, 3. Nice and slow. 4, 4. Nice and slow. Now torso twist. Inhale and twist. Inhale and twist. Inhale and twist. One more. Inhale and twist. Bringing your knees towards your chest, lowering your upper body. We're going to send our legs all the way up to the ceiling, pressing our palms into the floor and gently lowering our legs all the way back down towards the mat. Nice and slow. We're going to bring our left knee back in towards our chest. We're going to do another round of one leg stretch. Peeling our upper body off the floor, pulling those abdominals in. Lengthening and lifting that right leg. We inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. 4, 3, exhale, change. 4, 4, exhale, change. Hands to head. Inhale, nice and slow. Inhale, pull those abdominals in. Inhale, exhale, change. 4, 4, exhale, change. Torso twist. Inhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, change. Last one, and change. Bringing those knees in, resting the head on the floor. We send our legs up to the ceiling, pressing those palms, and we lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your full body stretch. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lengthen out those abdominal muscles that we worked. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And we're just going to do one roll up to come up to sitting. So just placing those heels on the floor, small bend in the legs. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, arms to 90, then chin to chest, pulling in the abdominals as we come up to sitting. Lengthening up once again. Just giving those abdominals a stretch, reaching up to the ceiling, lengthening the spine. And then we swing our legs round, coming back into our crouch position that we did at the start of the class. And just releasing in the spine. Deep breath in as we fill the palms up with all our weight, letting our head just release down, stretching down the back of the ankles. Then we press our heels down into the mat as we extend our legs. Taking a deep breath in and out. Releasing at the hips and out. We bend in our left knee. We send our right hand all the way up to the ceiling. So feeling that stretch down the back of the right leg. Looking into our hand, reaching up to the ceiling. Deep breath in and out. And in and out. Swapping over, bending the right knee, sending that left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Looking into that hand, fingertips reach towards the ceiling, and we take a deep breath in and out and in and out. Releasing down, just holding this stretch for a couple more moments. Really lengthening out the back, releasing and folding at the hip, doing whatever you need in this position. You can have a small bend in the knees, but just really releasing down and over. Doing whatever you need. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Couple more moments. And then we take a bend in the knees, dropping the tailbone, pulling up the abdominals, so really pulling them in as you roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, taking your time. Head is the very last thing to come up. We're going to take a final balance to finish. So just check you're standing in parallel position, feet flat on the floor, in line with your hip bones at the front. Arms down, chest is nice and wide. We take a rise, so lifting the heels up from the floor, sending those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Still pulling up through the legs, still engaging the core. Deep breath in at the top. And then exhale as you gently lower the heels, lower the palms, but keep the head suspended in space, lengthening the spine as you lower. 3 breaths to finish. Deep breath in through the nose and breathing out. Deep breath in, breathing out. One last time, breathing out. Okay guys, well done.